What's going on, guys? Welcome to Yankees in 10, brought to you by Mike and V Sports Talk. This is a new segment we're going to be starting here, just recapping Yankees games, series, and kind of going into how the season is progressing, how the Yankees are doing, and what we believe they can do to improve, what they're doing well, just kind of giving you guys our feel, our take on what's going on during the Yankee season. If you'd like to see us do something like this with the football teams, Patriots, Cowboys, if you'd like us to do something like this with the Knicks, maybe the Mets, let us know in the comments below. Obviously, like and subscribe and enjoy. And here we are. We're going to get into the series that just happened against the Rays here. Obviously, 2-2, Yankees split. It's a tough go of it right now for the Yankees, but honestly, to get out of there with a split in Tampa Bay, much better result than they otherwise have been expecting over these last 15 games, not playing well. Going in, Cam Schlittler, 8-inning performance in that first game, really setting the tone to get started there for the Yankees. And then they dropped the next two. Way too many strikeouts in those games, in the first three games, to be honest. And then in the fourth game here today, a blowout, 12-4. Ben Rice hits 2 home runs. And if you look at the whole season here, the beginning of the year, for those first 2 months, the Yankees were on a roll, right? And they were hitting home runs. Aaron Judge is rolling. The rest of the team, Ben Rice, everybody's hitting well. Then Judge slowly starts to decline a little bit. He doesn't really have that same pace that we saw in previous years. Ben Rice starts to slow down. Cody Bellinger gets into a slump. And then Aaron Judge gets hurt. And that kind of set the tone as far as how the season has been going since that first 2 month stretch. And for this last month where they've been middling, you haven't seen high quality baseball from the whole roster like you did at the beginning of the year. It's been one guy every time he tries to come to the plate, he's trying to hit a grand slam with nobody on base. And that's not how you can win baseball games. And compounding on that, you also have the errors, which in my opinion has been the biggest hallmark of this team's failures as this season has begun, is just how poorly they've been both on defense and then sometimes coming out of the bullpen as well. The ineptitude of a guy like Anthony Volpe, who we all love, we all think and believe and hope that he can become a better player. But I mean, we're 4 years into this experiment now. It's just not working. He's apparently refusing to play second base. You just can't have that, right? So I think it's time either to move on from him, send him down to the minor leagues, force him to play second base, do something. You got to change something up, because as presently things are, they are not working out well. In the same kind of area, you got Austin Wells, who's hitting 150. I mean, it's unfathomable that you can be that bad at the sport, that bad at hitting. And it sucks because, again, a great locker room guy. Everybody loves him. He's a great catcher. He helps the pitching staff a lot. He gets the Yankees a lot of strikes they otherwise wouldn't get. Even with the ABS challenge system, he's still at the top of the league as far as framing goes. So he's a great catcher. He's a great guy to have in the clubhouse, but he's just not able to hit. And so if you look at what the Yankees need to do to improve going into the end of the season, as we get closer and closer to this trade deadline, I think the first thing they got to do is try and go get a catcher. I mean, if you really want to cement yourself as a team that's going to be able to go moving forward, you can't have 3 guys in your lineup who can't hit above that 220 mark. Obviously, you're going to deal with a Ryan McMahon because his defense is so great, but you got to pick between one or the other with Volpe or Austin Wells, because you're going to be lost if you don't have quality hitting at the bottom of the lineup to turn things over to your top guys like Trent Grisham, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, and obviously Ben Rice. And to speak on those guys, Cody Bellinger, really in a rut right now. Obviously, he got a hit today, but really in a rut right now. I mean, he's almost hitting a 150 as well in these last 100 at-bats. So, the team as a whole over these last 20 games not playing to the standard that is Yankees baseball. And unfortunately, in a fan base where you expect so much from your team, and the standard is literally just win a World Series or it's a bust, that's the situation. So it's tough on these guys, and I can appreciate the situation that they're in. At the same time, though, that's the job, right? You're getting paid millions and millions of dollars. You got to produce. Otherwise, the Yankees got to make an adjustment. Brian Cashman, go, make some moves, make some trades. Obviously, you bring back Bellinger. You think he's going to be great again. And in that first half of these games that we've seen here, first 2 months, he was playing really well. And now he started to decline. I mean, there's a reason he was selected to the All-Star game, because people believe in him, and obviously the fans love him, but he hasn't been playing well recently. Thank God they got Trent Grisham back, though, because he's obviously came back and started playing well, and that gives a little bit of a jolt to the lineup. And you hope that that's going to be a catalyst moving forward, right? Guys coming back. Ben Rice getting hot again, hits 2 homers today. Really, these are the kinds of things you need moving forward. And again, to kind of circle back to where we started, the Rays are a great baseball team. So to split 2 with the Rays after losing to a bunch of really bad teams over the last couple weeks, I think that's, potentially a turning point in this season, and hopefully, going into the All-Star break now, it's going to be tough for them to see, is this one of those situations where you needed the rest? Is it going to be one of those situations where you say, hey, we're going to go on and we're going to, come out of this strong. We get more guys back. We're going to be healthier. Obviously, you're looking for Max Fried to come back. Obviously, you're looking for Aaron Judge to come back. Those are guys that you want. But at the end of the day, for me, the way that I look at this season as a whole is the Yankees have had probably the most talented roster that they've had, and that includes, when they had Juan Soto, since they've had Aaron Judge. So since 2017, I believe this is the most talented roster that they have been able to put on paper. With all the starting pitching that they have, with all those guys in the lineup who you still believe in to produce at that top 6 in the lineup, is still elite. Even though I'm personally somebody who doesn't like Jazz Chisholm, I don't really love a guy like Trent Grisham, but they produce. Whether you like it or not, they produce at least at a level that's quality and capable to be a playoff team. So they got to go out in these next couple weeks. As soon, we get to the All-Star break, hopefully they can keep playing well up until then. And then after the All-Star break as well, it's crucial, absolutely crucial that they go in and, take control of the season again. Because over this last month, they really lost control, lost their way a little bit. And of course, the Judge injury has something to do with that. Max Fried injury has something to do with that. But this team is too good to not succeed. And, you saw it in those first 2 months, so hopefully they can get back to that winning level, that winning kind of way that we've seen and expected from the Yankees over the last 30, 40 years, right? And obviously in this Judge era over the last 10 years. So that's going to be a wrap for us. Yankees in 10 here, first episode. Hopefully moving forward, we'll see what you guys think. And that's what this has been. Yankees in 10, brought to you by Mike and V Sports Talk.